Hello everyone, Kayla here with a hair update slash length check. I decided to smush the two together because my hair updates, they are few and far between, and then my length check videos are like 2 or 3 minutes in length, and they're like smushed together and you can barely even see what I'm talking about. And also sometimes I feel like when I see a length check video, I want to know more information about where you were when you got that length and what caused you to have that length. Sometimes it's just like that background information that I'm kind of curious to know in connection with that. So I'm going to be doing that in this video. So for 2017, right before 2017, I cut my hair from a long mid-back length to shoulder length. Not shoulder length, to armpit length. For those of you who are not familiar with mid-back length, if someone's wearing their bra like in the proper place, the bottom of your bra to right above your natural waist, it's like a range of lengths. All of that is considered mid-back length, okay? So I was at the bottom of mid-back length, almost at waist length, and I cut my hair from down there to where the armpit meets, right here. So I cut a lot off my hair. I don't know how many inches. I don't know the full details of what I did because I just was like, this is not cool, it's not cute, cut it off, okay? So I keep moving in and out of frame, sorry guys. So anyhow, first thing I did was I wanted to make sure that I maintained the haircut, maintain the health of my hair after the haircut. So I started to, every 3 months, twist my hair and do almost like a search and destroy. And what search and destroy is when you just trim off the hair that is unhealthy. You are not trimming all the hair every time. You're only trimming what actually needs to go. And I did record footage from doing this most recent trim in April, and I have also done a trim in January. Again, it's not a full-on trim, it's search and destroy, so not every twist is getting trimmed every time. So it has been 3 months since my last check-in with my twist and 6 months since my haircut. And I'm just starting off by putting all my hair up into a ponytail. I have a trimming video where I'm doing my hair in a twist, but in that video I'm just cutting off the same amount from every single strand, and that's not exactly what I'm going to do. So I figure even if I don't cut anything, I can at least show you guys like how I do it, like my process. Alright, make the ponytail holder like really loose to help me out. So I'm just going to pull it from the back and I'm going to look at each twist, and I go to the ends, and voila, there's not really anything that's rough or super just not cooperating. So I'm going to keep going. And I've already looked at my hair kind of like after I twisted it, before it dried and stuff, and I knew already off top that I really wasn't going to trim anything from like my ears back, because all of it, like especially right when I washed it, look like all of it, it's pretty consistent in thickness from root to tip. That's what I'm looking for, and all of it looks good. On my other video, someone asked me if I twisted my hair with no product to get the frizzy ends, and actually no, my hair actually had product on it, and in fact had been re-moisturized and everything throughout the week. So if your hair is still not cooperative after all that, then it needs to go. And also you can feel if it's rough, and then see if it's not thick. So I have done my whole head, even though the fact I just put half my hair up, but because I'm about to untwist it. But what I got was this. This is it. I'm trying to get a reference point here. That's it. That's all I cut from my hair. Very little. It's basically right in the front. I still have some hair that is not really retaining a curl pattern. That kind of looks frizzy in my washing dough, like a couple of strands that stick out in my washing dough, and I know where those are. But for the most part, most of my hair is the same thickness from root to tip, no issue. So I doubt that I will need to trim very much. If I continue to do this every 3 months, I doubt I'll be cutting much of anything. So that's why I want to keep this habit, so that it won't get to be so long that all of a sudden I've got to cut like tons of hair off, Don't want to do that. So as you can see, I took off an extremely small amount of hair. It was like a fluff ball. And most of the hair, I will say, came from the left side of my hair, Even now, there is still more hair that needs to come from the left, but I cut very little because I don't want my hair to be completely misshapen and like absolutely asymmetrical looking or whatever. So I don't cut a lot from the left side, but there is still some hair on the left side that is not in the best of health. So, and that will be reflected in the actual length check information.
So the first picture shows my hair immediately after my haircut in November of 2016. The front of my hair measured 13.5 inches, the left was 12.5, the right was 11.5, and the back was 12 inches. So everything was in that 11 to 13 range. I came back 2 months later in January to do that kind of search and destroy trim that I talked about earlier, and to measure my hair pulled from the twist out. The front of my hair came in at 16 inches, gaining a total of 2.5 inches, which for 2 months is well above average. Just want to point out here that in 2 months, the average person is only going to grow 1 inch of hair. The left side of my hair came in at 13 inches, so I retained a 1/2 inch, which is less than normal. So I may have maybe snipped off or what have you, I'm not sure. On the right side, I came in at 14 inches, which is a gain of 3.5, which is well above average. Way above average for 2 months. And then we have the back of my hair coming in at 13.5, which is a gain of 1.5, which is slightly above average. Then I came back 3 months later, which is the video that you are currently looking at, and I measured the front of my hair at 16 inches, so it showed no gain. However, the total between the 5 months is total normal hair growth, because in 5 months the average person is going to grow 2.5 inches of hair, so it was just average growth. The left side of my hair came in at 14.5 inches, which is 1 extra inch. However, when combined with that 1/2 inch back in January, it is overall below average. The right side of my hair came at 15. I gained 1 inch, so combined with the 3.5, for this 5-month period, the right side of my hair was growing well above average. And at the back of my hair came in at a whopping 17 inches. I gained 3.5 inches, and when combined with that 1.5 from January, we are looking at 5 inches gained in a 5-month period. That is 1 inch per month.
So as you can see, my hair has grown a lot. As I said in the beginning of the video, my hair started after the cut at armpit length. I have already grown my hair back down to the very top of that mid-back length range, because it's right at the bottom of my bra strap and I can pull it down there very easily. So my hair is at the top of that range, and I think before 2017 is over, my hair will probably be back down to the bottom of this range, back where I cut it from. I thought it was going to take me a full year just to get my hair to where I cut it from, but I believe that, yeah, I probably will surpass that actually. Let me correct myself. I probably will surpass the length from where I cut my hair from by the end of this year. And that is all I ever wanted. That's what I want. That's why I cut my hair. Sometimes you have to lose in order to gain. Now, I think a major contributing factor in the reason why I was able to grow such fast hair and to retain so much hair is, one, the search and destroy trims. I'm not cutting every hair every time. So what's healthy is staying and continuing to gather up length and to collect that length for me. I'm also doing things to grow my hair faster. So I am following my vitamin regimen. I tend to fall in and out of the vitamin regimen. Right now I'm in it. And I did do a video on that more recently. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. It's a simple vitamin regimen. I'm not doing all type of extra stuff. Some people take about 20, 30 vitamins. That's not me. And then also I've been doing almost nightly scalp massages with the inversion method in place of the regular massage. The 1st through the 7th of every single month. And I have just been really consistent with that. I also have been re-moisturizing my ends even in my wash and go. I would not recommend this if you don't have a wash and go with a lot of holds. If your wash and goes tend to be frizzy, I would not recommend this. But I spray a little bit of braid spray or what have you on my hands, kind of rub it in my hands a little bit so it's not super wet, and then I scrunch it into my ends until I don't have any more product on my hair. And it has not affected curl definition. If my hair gets frizzy, it was because it was gonna be frizzy anyway because of the weather or the gel didn't have enough hold or something like that. But usually when I have a balm wash and go, that scrunching does not affect it. So my ends are staying moisturized in between the clippings and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just trying to stay on top of everything. And I also, last thing I almost forgot, I do regularly check the condition of my shed hairs as well. So when I shed hair, I'm over there pulling on it, testing the tensile strength and all that to make sure that my hair remains in balance. So it's really a lot of stuff that I've learned like recently, I guess, over the past year that has really helped me to retain the amount of length that I have been retaining. And really from here, who knows, if I get on here in October, because that's usually when I do this video, I do them in April and October. If I get on here in October, y'all, that's a whole 6 months. If I grow a half a ruler of hair, I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's crazy. So I don't know, you're gonna have to stay tuned to see. So you should probably subscribe so you don't miss the videos, and like this video, comment down below, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.